Greetings, Transformers. Dr. Angelo Reynolds Sr. here. You know it's Sunday, and welcome to the week's Transformational Vitamin. I'm Dr. Angelo Reynolds Sr. You guys, I'm so excited, as always, because you all are joining us, and this is going to be such an exciting week. I have something in store for you that's just going to blow you, take you to the next level, and that's what we want to do. And so this week's vitamin, if you've been following us, we begin on Sundays with the Transformational Vitamin, and we give you the necessary tools to help you grow professionally and personally. Both things that you can use in your personal life and also your professional life. And so you guys follow me who've been following me on Periscope and also Instagram, all the social media aspects. I send an affirmation out in the morning, getting ready for the evening's broadcast as we are beginning today. This evening, I want to begin with something. Oh, by the way, I've been asking you all to write down some of these tips and so forth that I've been giving you, and I've been talking about those things so much. So today I decided to give you a visual as how important it is to write these things down. I talked about so candidly about how sometimes we hear good information, vital things that we can use, but the minute we turn them on and turn them off, they sort of get disseminated out into the environment because of distractions, not being focused, and we lose some of those things. How many times have you seen or heard something, you didn't write it down, and you forgot exactly what it was? So when we come on the air, I want you to have something to write down and something that you can get a chance to go back later on and take a look at. Okay, are we ready? This week's Transformational Vitamin is, okay, well, I know, you're laughing. That's okay. This is the first for this stand, so we're going to try it again. We'll keep going, but the word for this week is influence. And so I'm going to talk about influence, particularly as it relates to you and your growth. And what do I mean by that? You know, how are we influencing others to get things happening in the world? And so what are we doing to make an impact on others? And so the word influence, I broke it down into different catalysts there. And I want you to think for a minute about being an influence. And so are you an influence in a negative way, which sometimes maybe not you, but your influences of leadership may not be in the most positive or optimistic way. And so I want you to think about yourself. And so you can answer this now or later, but has your influence been positive or negative? And because the influences of what we have, and when people get a chance to see us, we want to make sure that our influences are in a positive form, okay? So this week, all this week, beginning today, how has your influence been, and has it been positive or negative? And the reason why I ask you that is because we all share similar values and things that I always put myself in the middle because I always like to use me as accountability issue. And so me, you can place yourself here. Am I positive and negative? Well, I've been positive. I'm a positive person. I'm an optimist. But I have been negative before in things I've said, some of my thoughts, some of my actions, which goes down to some of the behaviors that I have. And so I want you to place yourself in a circle, and I want you to put a positive and negative there. And outside of that, I want you to list your influences. That is, what you come in contact with the most. Family, your friends, your co-workers or your classmates if you're in school, and also your community. How influential have you been in terms of your optimism, that's the positive note, or pessimistic in terms of negative thoughts? Because what you think, what you say, exuberates the behaviors that you show to others. And so it's important, because if you're someone who's upbeat most of the time, but you've had some downtime and you had some challenges, this week I'm going to teach you how to keep a positive influence in a positive form. And so that's what this week is going to be all about. But our thoughts, our actions exhibit the behavior of the influences, and those things that we do, these are the people that are affected by me being positive or negative. How about you? And so place yourself there. So you guys, if you're just joining us, you can come back and watch this video later. This week, I'm talking about the influences that we have, both in the positive and negative form. Are you an optimist or are you a pessimist? and the influences that you have affect others, our communities, family, friends, co-worker, classmates, starting with me, because I'm going to be controlling factor there. Questions or comments? If there's no questions or comments, I say thank you for joining me. Hopefully you'll resume joining me tomorrow. And I never like to leave my broadcast without giving you an opportunity to continue to bring love, peace, and joy and happiness to others. I know that you are leaders soaring in your communities, champions of the best. But I know that you and I can be the change agents that are influencing others, because I know that once we share love, be joyful, and bring peace and kindness in one another, you and I will be looked upon as a positive influence in our communities. Don't you want to be that person? I know you do. Okay, so until tomorrow, beginning with our affirmations tonight, I hope you wrote some of this down. We'll be resuming tomorrow if it's God's will. But more importantly, how is your influence? If it's God's will, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.